Time is 5:38, and I gotta say, this forecast, music to my ears, that's for sure.
Oh, most definitely. It's nice to see some 80s on the board now. It's not cold every morning, and I love this type of weather.
Yes, as we could just get rid of that pollen, we'd be in good shape.
The pollen, but as soon as we get done with the pollen, then the humidity is going to come back.
You know, it's always a trade-off every time.
That's why my favorite time of the year is fall. I mean, pollen is still around in the fall time, but not like the spring, you know? But you have the low humidity, the comfortable afternoons. That's why fall is just supreme in my book. But either way, spring is wonderful too, because y'all already know how I am. I like the cold for like a couple weeks and then I'm over it. So I'm really glad that the warm air is starting to come back. It's just when the humidity starts to come back that isn't quite so fun. All right, everyone, here's a look at your weather headlines. This is what we're going to cover in the next few minutes here. We are going to be warm the next couple of days, but the wind, didn't you miss it? It picks back up tomorrow, and then severe storms will be possible Thursday. So all of the warm and windy weather that we're going to experience is all a precursor to our severe weather threat that's going to be on the way for Thursday, and we're going to cover it all here. So for the start of the day, it is still chilly out there. Of course, our mornings staying quite cool. Our afternoons nice and warm. We're at 45 in Macon, 48 in Warner Robins and Roberta, 50 in Butler, 49 in Unadilla, 44 in Cochrane, and 51 up in Milledgeville. Over the next 3 days, temperatures will climb into the upper 70s and low 80s. We'll have a lot of sunshine today. Tomorrow, like I said, going to be breezy. We could experience wind gusts upwards of 30 miles per hour. Y'all, my lips have not recovered from the wind burn over the weekend. Not ready for it. But either way, it's on the way. We will be breezy. And then Thursday, that's when we're going to watch for that potential for severe storms as we head into the morning, into the early afternoon. It's going to be thanks to a front that's currently building out to our west. For us here at home, high pressure and control, that's going to give us the sunshine today. This front that is currently draped over the southeast, that's going to lift to the north as a warm front to leave us in the 80s tomorrow. And then there's this. So I'm sure a lot of you are probably like, what is that yellow dashed line? Well, we call that a dry line. We don't experience those here in Georgia. They usually run just about up to the Mississippi River at the furthest east, and then they actually retreat backwards. What it does is separates warm and dry air from warm and moist air and can actually cause for severe weather. And there is a severe weather threat across parts of Texas and Oklahoma, even up all the way up towards Omaha, Nebraska today. Here's the cold front that's going to continue to push through parts of the plains and then ultimately the southeast and offer us a severe weather threat as we head into Thursday. All of the area under a level 2 out of 5 threat. What we're going to be looking for: damaging wind gusts, very heavy rain. Those are going to be the two biggest threats for us, the most widespread threats, but you can't rule out a brief tornado as well, especially I think as we head into the afternoon hours. So let's take you through it. As we head into today, warm front's going to lift north. So yes, we are going to end up warmer, upper 70s, low 80s today, low 80s for all of us tomorrow. Not only are we going to pull in warmer air, but we're also going to pull in some more moisture. So yes, it's going to feel a little more uncomfortable humidity wise. It's not going to be summertime sticky though. And in the meantime, that's happening out to our west as well. So as this front moves into parts of Mississippi and Alabama, take a look at this. Yeah, that red color, that's another level 4 out of 5 threat. We talked about that last week as they were dealing with that last week. That's when they're expecting the potential for some sort of severe weather outbreak, including the potential for long track tornadoes. Thankfully, that's not the case for us, but we are going to have the ingredients. We'll have that warm air, we'll have that moisture, and then that lifting mechanism, which is our cold front. For the morning around 6 a.m., that's when we open up that window of opportunity for severe storms, and this pushes off to the southeast through the day. Damaging wind gusts, I think, is going to be our big one for the morning, and then we'll watch for maybe a brief isolated tornado as we start to heat up in the early afternoon. So mainly south and east of Macon is, I think, where it will be looking for that threat. Nonetheless, be weather aware because this is going to impact the morning commute on Thursday. Friday will be dry. Saturday, we bring back a small rain chance mainly south of Macon, but then we're dry for Sunday and Monday.